Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda and today I'm going to be reviewing, I'm so excited, I'm going to be reviewing two of my favorite products right now. I've been using them a ton, especially throughout summer because they're very similar products. One is the KOSAS Tinted Face Oil and then the other one is the ILIA Super Serum Skin Tint. So they're both kind of like just basically very light coverage skin tints. I wanted to kind of compare the two for you guys, so I'm going to do the KOSAS one on this half of my face and then the ILIA one on this half of my face, and you guys can see what they look like. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about them as we kind of do the demo. So before we dive in, I just want to say that my skin type is typically very dry. I have very sensitive skin. I can't use anything with fragrance or alcohol. A lot of things basically. I'm also extremely oily in my T-zone, so I guess I kind of have combination skin if I had to like put it in a category. And before we dive in, I just want to say the ILIA Super Serum Skin Tint, it is $46. I got it actually just through their website because they were out of my shade at Sephora. I'm in the shade Matira. So this is what it looks like. And then the KOSAS Tinted Face Oil I got from Sephora. I'm in the shade 5.5 and this is what it looks like. And this one is $42 at Sephora. And so yeah, these shades are a little bit darker for like my skin type, I would say. But because I self-tan my body, but I never self-tan my face because my skin is way too sensitive and it breaks out or just like really dries out my skin, I always go for shades that are a little bit darker so that I can match my body to my face. And then also both of these products are considered clean beauty. I know there's a lot of controversy out there about clean beauty. I think that like what I look for is products that don't have a lot of junk and mainly fragrance in them. So these are both fragrance free, and then they also both won the Allure 2020 Beauty Award. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm gonna start with the ILIA. I'm going to apply this to the right side of my face. So just a little bit more about this product as I do the demo. This has niacinamide, squalene, and hyaluronic acid, which are all three great skincare ingredients. So it comes in a little dropper like this. So I'm gonna start with just 4 drops. I'm gonna use my viewfinder, so I apologize in advance if I'm staring at it. I'm gonna add a couple more drops. I'm gonna add 2 more drops so that I can make sure to cover the forehead. So this feels super nice. So it's a little bit harder to spread than the tinted face oil just because there is no oil in it, it's oil free. So it's a bit, you know, harder to spread. But it just gives such a beautiful, like natural glow. If you don't like a dewy finish, I still think this product could work for you, but I think you'd have to just go in more with a setting powder to really get the areas that get oily. Okay, so that is what my skin is looking like. It gives a very beautiful, dewy, natural glow. I do usually set it a little bit with some Laura Mercier translucent powder just in the areas that I get really oily, which is like usually just around the nose, forehead, and sometimes my chin. I also love to use this product with my Ulta MD sunscreen. Sometimes I'll just mix like 3 or 4 drops in with my sunscreen and then apply that, and that's basically like what I wear for the day. And it just gives a really pretty finish. That is what it's looking like so far. So moving on to the other side of my face, we're gonna use the KOSAS Tinted Face Oil. So this has about 6 different types of oil in it, I think, and it's definitely a very different texture than the ILIA. It's extremely sheer and just really, really pretty. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like on. So you also have to make sure you shake this a lot before you use it, just because it's an oil-based product and everything like separates, so you have to shake it really well. And it absorbs so fast, so you really need to like get it on your skin quickly. I think I need more. So 2 more drops there. So yeah, this is very easy to spread because it is an oil, but it does absorb pretty quickly into the skin. So you really have to like get it on there and start moving it around to where you want it. I would say overall, this side of my face still feels a little bit more like dewy and just hydrated. This side, it sometimes feels like the KOSAS almost, I know it's an oil and this is gonna sound weird, but it almost feels like it dries out my skin a little bit. Versus this side, like the ILIA, I feel like my skin always stays and feels very like hydrated and like plump. I also think that the KOSAS side, when I use this oil by itself, I'm just already a little bit oily in the T-zone, so I have to use a lot more setting powder when I use the KOSAS by itself. And like I said, when I use these products, normally what I do is I mix in with my Ulta MD sunscreen. So I'll try to zoom in here a little bit so you guys can, oh wow. But here we are. So this is the ILIA side. This is the KOSAS side. The KOSAS sometimes clings to my dry patches. Just to kind of sum it up, I think that overall, I really do like both of these products. I like them more mixed in with my sunscreen. I've been using both of these for a couple months now. I think that the ILIA one I like a little bit more than the KOSAS one, just because I feel like it really hydrates my skin, doesn't bring out the dry patches. I also think it's a little bit more coverage than the KOSAS one. The KOSAS one is very, very sheer, and it's also an oil, and whereas the ILIA is oil free, and I think that that just does better with my skin just because I already am a little bit oily. I also think the shade range for the KOSAS, like I don't feel like this one matches my skin perfectly, whereas I think this one, it doesn't match my skin perfectly, but it's a good color to match my face to my body. And these do, I feel like, run pretty light, to be honest. And I also love that there is a little pump with the ILIA, just because this one I have spilled all over my floor a couple times when I'm trying to get it out of the bottle, and I think the pump is just like a better packaging. I also think with the ILIA, I use less setting powder, which I like because I'm not so oily, so I don't need as much of like my Laura Mercier setting powder. So yeah, I'm just going to finish up my makeup. Basically what I do on like a really, really easy day, and if I just want to do something really simple, this is like the rest of what I'll do. I'll just use my Benefit Gimme Brow. Kind of brush up my brows. To be honest, I haven't done my brows in 2 years. I haven't done anything to my brows. I haven't plucked them. Every time I get them done, they end up being way, way too thin, or I don't like the shape, so I just don't do anything to them. And then I'll usually just take this Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in the shade Champagne. So perfect for just like every day. And then I'll just add a little bit of the Bare Minerals in the shade Honesty. You guys, am I the only one? I feel like I'm gonna be the only one that does this. It's so weird and everyone makes fun of me for it, but look what I do to my lipsticks. Like what is wrong with me? Absolutely not how you're supposed to apply lipstick. It's really weird. If there's anybody else that does this, like, please let me know so that I don't feel so weird. I just got some on my teeth. So yeah, that is it for my makeup. I like to keep things very simple. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it. And definitely let me know in the comments below if you guys have tried either of these products, if you like them. I will see you guys in my next video.